The Central Railroad of New Jersey's Babyface cab passenger diesels were first introduced in 1946. Their double-ended design permitted them to be run in either direction, without the need to turn around on a turntable. Only 5 of these unique locomotives were built, and numbered 2000 to 2005. All of them were retired by the mid-1950s, and most were cut up by 1962. But number 2004 remained as a station heater at Jersey City until mid-1968.
So, what inspired you to start this project?
I've seen pictures of them over the years, waited, and I saw all these smaller HO versions being done. And the layout, we built this layout over 20 years ago, and now you can see it's all Jersey Central. And that was just a missing item we didn't have, so I decided to build one. We had these F3 Lionel shells that really couldn't be used anymore. They were either bent, warped, or something wrong with them, so I just cut out the parts I needed and built one.
As part of the kit bashing process, Bob enlarged the front windows so that they better replicated the ones on the prototype. He then cut out all the access ports for the radiator grills. The unit received a custom-built frame, and here we can see the holes being drilled out for the truck supports. Bob decided to use MPC F-unit shells as opposed to the post-war one that he's holding in his right hand. He initially tried experimenting with the post-war shell, but unfortunately when he left it in the alcohol to remove the paint, the plastic ended up becoming warped. With all the crevices filled in, the rear third of the donor shells were cut off, and the ends were spliced together to create that familiar double cab look. With the engine mostly together, it was onto the roof detail. With the shell removed, you can see the inside of the engine, which has dual motors powering it. The roof detail does a good job of hiding the top flywheels. Approaching the home stretch, Bob started adding more detail, such as exhaust stacks, handrails, and porthole covers. With the kit bashing complete, the unit stands in primer awaiting its final coat of paint. Behind it is a test shell done up in the colors that the unit will wear: tangerine orange with navy blue and red stripes. Although none of the Baldwin Babyface diesels survive today, Bob Halliday's O-gauge rendition is a beautiful tribute to this unique locomotive. It's somewhat of a shame that none of the major manufacturers like Lionel or MTH have ever bothered to make the Babyface. As Bob has stated previously, there are HO scale renditions out there, but they've been done by brass manufacturers. It's somewhat my hope that this video catches the attention of all the mainstream model railroad manufacturers out there and makes them realize that maybe this is an engine worth making. There are CNJ fans out there in the world, and this is a model that could make for an interesting talking point in their collection. But until then, we have Bob Halliday to thank for his efforts in resurrecting the Babyface.